Hello, welcome to my pottery channel. I'm Sharon and I'm a fairly new potter, and this will be my fifth kiln unloading that I'm going to tape. But first I wanted to come on a little bit before I do the video and thank several people who have helped me so much without realising it, I guess, since I started my pottery journey again after a break of over 30 years, and then bought a kiln, a wheel first and then a kiln, and she's off. But I have got so much help from so many people, and there are a few people, particularly with glazing, that I really wanted to thank at the moment, and tutorials. So for this kiln opening, Nat at Mud Magic, this one's for you, my dear. I have watched Nat's really fun kiln unloads. I'm sure a lot of you know Nat from Mud Magic, and her tutorials are really great. And in this kiln there's a couple of flop bowls that I did from her tutorials and glazed, and they'll be coming out. And Audrey Berm from Audrey Lynn Studios, I have got a few of her angels and a few more of her angels. I've made nearly a dozen now, I think. The tree topper didn't turn out, Audrey. It broke before I got it to bisque. My fault. But I have 6 angels in this one, a couple of Christmas trees from your recent tutorial. Your tutorials are great as well. Nat's glazing. All the glaze combinations are great. Tiffany from Hobble Creek, she's one of the first YouTubers that I started to watch tutorials from. Her tutorials are amazing, and I only have a couple of little things I've made from her tutorials in this kiln unload, but I've had several in a couple of my other kiln unloads, and just amazing work. She's so creative. And Kim from Unseth, I watch her tutorials are fantastic, and I need to rewatch those to get on top of my mugs, because I make pretty ordinary mugs so far, but I am pretty novice as a potter. And her last kiln unload that I watched this morning, she had some great advice on her Northern Lights and seaweed, and I'd already put mine in the kiln, and you'll see that unload too today. But she has great tutorials and great kiln unloads and shares so much knowledge. I've got some about to go in from Jane from Shoebox too, Shoebox Ceramics or Studio, I don't know, Shoebox. She's from Western Australia, and she has fabulous glaze recipes, and there's so much to do and I don't have enough time. So thank you so much, all of you, for all your help. The pottery community is wonderful. Oh, so many people to thank, so many other people I watch. But for this kiln unload, those 4. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope it's not too long. So, take it away, Sharon. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Sharon, and I'm a fairly new potter, and this is about, I think, my 5th glaze load in my kiln. And there's some exciting things in here, I hope. So, the kiln is down to 37 degrees Celsius. So, all ready to go. I'm just going to turn her off and open her up. Okay, so I have my notes. There's some exciting things in here, I can see. So I've decided, and it was on my last video, to make angels for all my daughters and granddaughters, Christmas tree ornaments, off Audrey Byrne's tutorial, Audrey Lynn Studios, and I'll put the link down below, or the name down below, in the description for you, because I followed her tutorial and I've made heaps heaps following that, and I just love these little angels. So some of the first ones I glazed, I was disappointed with the colours because the angels, I haven't put the girls' names on them and the kids' names on them because I just didn't want to. And some of the colours weren't great, so I switched it up and did things that I knew would come out, and I'm thrilled with what's in here. So let's go. Okay, so back again. Let's go. Angels. These two first, and I've hung them on ceramic rods because the first angels I put on nichrome wires, hung off posts, and the wires just sunk and the angels landed on the, luckily, cookies on the kiln shelf. And this time I've used these ceramic rods, which I find so much better. They don't bend at all. They're very brittle, so they would break easily, but they don't bend. So this one, and the other thing I've done is I got confused with the glazes when they came out and recognising them on the last lot of angels, and they didn't have names or anything on them, or I put names on a couple of them and it burnt off. So this time, on all the angels, I've used underglaze and put right up inside there on the raw clay. I've put a different colour for each glaze so that as they come out of the kiln, I know what they are. Exactly. All the angels, I have done abalone on the face, 3 coats, micro pearl, Mako's micro pearl on all the wings, 3 coats, and I just love, I hope you can see that if it focuses, it has this pale blue, grey, more blue than grey, on the wings where it's broken to pearl. It's just gorgeous. I have done the pearls around 2 of their necks in alabaster, and all the halos are micro pearl. Now this one, my youngest daughter adores green. So this one I did seaweed for her. And I have used, I was a cake decorator, and I did mostly sugar flowers. And I have used sugar flower cutters and petal formers for all of my angels. So she's gorgeous. That one's for my eldest daughter. And of course it has the citrus yellow underneath, so I know it's seaweed, and that's 3 coats. And I just love it. I just love it. This angel has red underglaze underneath, again, all the same up the top. And this one is rose quartz. And that one will be for my youngest daughter's eldest daughter, Aurora. Now my youngest daughter is pregnant. She was due Wednesday just gone, which was the 6th of December. It's now the 8th of December, and she's getting close. So we're on baby watch still. And that one is for Aurora. The next one's, Nat from Mud Magic. There's a few things in here that inspired by you. I bought poppy fields. So this one is, I mixed up 2 underglazes and made a purple. And this one is Little Angel, and the skirt is poppy fields. Isn't that gorgeous? A little sophisticated, I think, the poppy fields as a skirt on that one. Just love it. So this one is blue up in the top, mid blue up in the top, and this is soft red. Look how it's broken to a pale grey and a pale amber. I'll pop my head out just in case it's not focusing. and I'll put photos in later if it isn't. Pale amber, or I'll videotape a little bit and then put it at the end if it wasn't focusing. And that is soft red, and the inspiration for soft red, which I've recently bought, came from Tiffany, Hobble Creek Pottery, who did some of Audrey's angels off her tutorial, and she used the soft red, and I loved it, and I love that. It's a lovely pinky red with beautiful blue-grey and pale amber where it's broken. That's for one of my granddaughters. And the last two angels in this kiln are one I have done before, and this one is Pink Pixie. And I did another Pink Pixie angel and loved it. So I've done another Pink Pixie, and that will be, we think, my youngest daughter is having a girl. So until she gives birth, I'm not sure. I may have to make another little Santa if she's not. But from the last scan, they're pretty sure it's a girl. But you never quite know, do you? Excuse me for a moment, that's my husband. Back again. So this last one is for my eldest daughter, and she adores purples and smoky pinks. So this one, which has dark blue underglaze, is autumn purple. Oh, it's just perfect. And I had done this with a mix of other colours, and I washed it back to do it again because I just suddenly realised I'd bought the autumn purple, and I knew it would be perfect for my eldest daughter. So that's for her. So this little one, just get over to him, is the last of the little pumpkins I made, and a little bit of the stem broke off, so I thought I'd glaze it on. I bisqued it with the stem separate and glazed it on. And this one is, of course, winter wood on the bottom. The middle is ancient copper. The leaves are all seaweed. And textured amber on the stems, and then I dabbed a little bit of autumn purple on the leaves and the stems for interest. Just a little dab. And it's so cute. He's got a couple of holes underneath the stems, and one of them's glazed over and the other one hasn't. But oh, that, my little, oh wow, this is a coupe I made. Now I made another one of these and showed it in my last video, I think, which was winter wood and river birch, I think. And this one, we've got a couple of new glazes, Debbie, my friend, and I, so I decided to try those. Inside, and we haven't tried it before, is Inside Rain. Oh, sorry. Midnight Rain by Mako. Just lovely. Now, it's sort of pulled down off the rim, but it's not bare or anything. It's just gone white. And because it's all around, right round, I don't mind that. So the outside is Fire and Ice, 3 coats by Mako. Another glaze new to us, and I might even go, because it has pulled away a little bit to white. It's not crawled or anything, but I think I would do a fourth coat of the Fire and Ice. But it is beautiful. I will put a little video of all of them at the end of this in the sunlight, but it's a bit... Now this one, this one, where is it? I know it's here because I've marked them all. Tried to be clever this time. This one is the outside is river birch on the bottom half and river rock on the top half. Both of them are 3 coats. I might just get up and see if that's filming down to there. And inside is abalone 3 times, and I've actually splattered using a toothbrush for a splattering technique, river rock and chun plum. And I think I'd do that again, but not do the river rock. I'd just splatter it with something like the chun plum to get more of the pink. This one was inspired. Let me find it. Yeah. So Nat from Mud Magic. This is the first one for you. Now, I did watch Nat's flop bowl tutorial, and please go over and watch that from Mud Magic if you'd like to know, because I just loved it, and I love the flop bowls. So after watching Nat from Mud Magic, I decided to give it a try, and this is the first one I tried. And firstly, on the outside, I have done my first attempt at Northern Lights. Oh, isn't that stunning? Inside is Smoky Merlot 3 times, Blue Retail 2 times, then another coat of Smoky Merlot, only on the top 2/3, not on the bottom, and then Blue Retail just on the sides, not on the bottom. It's got a perfect circle with a pink halo around it in the bottom. I hope you can see that. Just stunning. Outside is Obsidian, two times all over. And I did watch Nat from Mud Magic, and she said that it would take over the other glazes, so I only did 2 coats. So Obsidian 2 coats all over, Blue Rutile 3 coats with large dashes. On the 3rd coat, Seaweed, I just did large dashes but thick, and 2 coats. Smoky Merlot 3 coats, but in all over the top 2/3, and then large dashes of Smoky Merlot, and then Reactive Red, just in a couple of spots up the top, just dabs. So again, I'll see if that comes up on camera right there, because I'll know, because it's next to that paper. So just a moment, because I have to get the next shelf out. So Nat, that's my first one. Nat's tutorial is excellent. Was cone 6. It has, what have I got that I can put on the bottom of this bowl? Nearly a cone 6, I'd say. A cone, over cone 5.5. The program I set it to was a normal cone 5, and this one actually it's a cone 5, but it went against a kiln prop, so it's just a droopy sister. I did a cone 5 with a 20-minute hold at the end. So now this one, I don't have the notes written down for what I've used. They're up in the shed, but this one was the 3rd birdhouse that I made from following Hobble Creek. Oh, that won't come off. I've put drain holes in the bottom, and that cookie is stuck to the drain holes. But I think it's got movement, so I think it will come off when it cools a bit maybe. So I know I used winterwood all over, and I think here you'll be able to see. So I know I used winterwood all over. I know I used pink pixie on the little birds, and I think fabric red I did on the little faces of the birds, aurora green on the leaves. I can't tell you, I think micro pearl on the petals, and I don't know, it's got 3 little echidnas there. But that is my birdhouse that I made and finally got fired. It's been sitting waiting to be fired for quite some time. So that one went in. I did, oh good, it worked. I did trees, pretty much following Audrey Lynn's tutorial from Audrey Byrne's tutorial from Audrey Lynn Studios, her Christmas tree video that she recently released, and it's also excellent. And I thought, oh wow, I forgot to do the inside this morning when I woke up, and I wanted the inside glazed. Well, I did it and forgot. So I will find Christmas trees. Here they are. So these Christmas trees are seaweed all over and Mako amaryllis on all the stars. What I've done with the stars is just done 2 small stars and put a nichrome hanger wire and pushed it in the top. And then on the inside, I actually glazed them with amaryllis, because when I put a light in there, it'll give a little bit of a orangey glow. The sun's not playing good for me today. Not playing well. There's not a lot down the bottom here. Again, the second Christmas tree. And this one, the star fell off. So I was hoping, because I reglazed it in 2 parts, the star fell apart off the wire was still there. So I reglazed the star, both sides, and then super glued it together and hoped it was going to sit there and stick, and it did. So that one again is amaryllis on all the stars, amaryllis on the inside. Oh, that one's come up well, really well. My camera should pick this up with focus. And seaweed 3 coats on the outside. Just adorable. I might make another couple yet. So, this one. Let me find it. This one is again a bowl that I did in my community, at my community group, and I bumped it. I wanted to do a little bit of a, it was actually a nice bowl, and then I bumped the rim, and I thought, oh, I'd already wired it off, so I thought, okay, let's modify it. So I did a bit of a ruffled edge on 2 sides, and then I thought, and then I squished it in, and I thought, that looks like a clam, a bit like a clam shell. So I put 2 holes in it, one either side, and what I'm going to do is put a wire through there and put a mosquito coil in there, so it's a mosquito coil holder. It's just gorgeous. Try and get some, oh wow. And I might do a short video with all the colours out in the sun later, if this doesn't show up. But, oh, look at that. So this one is inside abalone, 3 coats, rose quartz on the top half, 3 coats, and autumn purple on the top inch inside, 1 inch inside. Look how it's run. Oh, I do hope you can see that. I'll film it if you can't. The outside, I did 1 inch on the bottom is 3 coats of autumn purple, and the middle is rose quartz 3 times and abalone 2 times around the top and pearl white over that. And then I put light flux around the rim. Look at that, it's come like a yellow, and there's no yellow in any of those glazes. And it has not run off the bottom at all. This has dripped. And this again was inspired by Nat from Mud Magic, and she put a video on yesterday talking about this and how much it runs. But of course, the kiln was already firing. But oh, Nat, oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Inside is 3 coats of obsidian. Just 3 coats of obsidian. Just flawless. And outside is 2 coats of obsidian and 3 coats of reactive red. Now, Nat said that it's a real runner. And I'm surprised actually, because I couldn't remember whether I did 3 or 4 coats. I couldn't remember whether I did 2 coats of reactive red, so I whacked either a third or a fourth one on. And it's only run that little bit down there on the raised cookie, and I will be able to grind that off. Oh, look at the colours. It's just frothed a little bit down the bottom. Obviously because it was quite thick, and I probably did 4 coats and inside there. But I don't mind it. It's run really pink right down the handle. Oh, it's a stunning colour. Just stunning. I'm going to have to, when I get that one off, do these all in the sun. Oh, Nat, this is for you. Nat from Mud Magic, flop bowl tutorial I just spoke about. Excellent tutorial. And I had so much fun. I did a film on it, a really funny film of me throwing 2 bowls, and the other one didn't work out because I damaged it, hanging it upside down when it was way too wet to save. This one. And this one is just for you, Nat, because I'm going to have to dip backwards and forwards to get them in the sun. What? Oh, Nat, this is for you. Nat from Mud Magic, flop bowl tutorial I just spoke about. Excellent tutorial. And I had so much fun. I did a film on it, a really funny film of me throwing 2 bowls, and the other one didn't work out because I damaged it, hanging it upside down when it was way too wet to save. This one. And this one is just for you, Nat, because, hang on, I've got to find it, because I had just bought Poppy Fields. Because I had just bought, what? And that just came off cleanly. Poppy Fields! Wow. Wow. Oh, is that showing up? I don't think it needs to, actually. Oh, look at that. It hasn't run as much as I thought it would, and I don't mind. It's looks almost stable, but it's very neat around the inside. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? Nat would say it's glorious. Oh, my gloriousness, but I'm not going to steal that. It's got 1 or 2 tiny little dribbles there. And let's see, inside, I'll show you the outside in a moment. Inside is bottom third, so 2 about there, about 1.5 inches from the bottom, and all over the bottom is soft red, 3 coats. And the top 2/3, of course, is 3 coats of Poppy Fields. And I deliberately did Poppy Fields for Nat because Poppy Fields is what I consider her colour. She uses it so much, she's obsessed with it. I think she said Trace, her cousin Trace, from CJ's Ceramics. Is it CJ's Ceramics? I'm sorry, Trace, if I got that wrong. I have subscribed. I'll have to look it up. I think she first found Poppy Fields, but because Nat's such a pink girl, she took it and ran with it, didn't you, Nat? And she shows a lot of Poppy Fields. And so I thought, just for you, Nat. There's a little bit of white on the bottom. I don't care. It's gorgeous. And outside, the bottom 1/3 is soft red, and you can see that soft red through the drips, 3 coats. The middle third is autumn purple, 2 coats. The top, 1.5 inch, no, top 1 inch, I think, a bit more than 1 inch, is rose quartz, 3 coats. And then poppy fields on the top, just a 1/2 inch, 2 good thick coats of poppy fields. And then where it overlapped there, light flux, just on the overlap between the poppy fields and the autumn purple. Oh, Nat, I know you're going to love that. I'm going to show it in the sun if this doesn't show, and it probably won't. Just going to turn my camera around and I'll show them all to you in the sunlight. So I'm going to do a very short video showing you all the colours. And seaweed, angel, pink pixie, angel, poppy fields, angel, soft red, angel, rose quartz, angel, and autumn purple, angel. Love that autumn purple on that. And Christmas trees, seaweed and amaryllis. 2 of those. And my pumpkin. Look at that ancient copper. Winterwood. Oh, focus, focus. Seaweed, autumn purple on the leaves. Oh, that ancient copper. And my mug, which is soft red over obsidian. You can see the bubbling, but I'll keep it anyway. Just put less on next time. And obsidian inside. This looks a little better in the sun. It's river rock and river birch, and my splattering attempt with the Coupe. This is midnight rain inside. You can see it a bit better here. Focus, camera. There we go. There we go. And fire and ice outside. And I'm going to put another coat on that and refire it, but it's pretty, isn't it? That's just 3 coats of fire and ice by Mako. And my 2 flop bowls. And my first attempt at Northern Lights. Beautiful. And inside, blue rutile and smoky merlot, and that's the effect I was after on my big bowl. And finally, my poppy fields flop bowl. Oh, I love this. Thank you so much, Nat, for the inspiration. Poppy fields and soft red. Gorgeous. I might even refire it and see if it'll run a little bit more. What do you think, Nat? If you watch this, let me know. Thank you, everybody. Green, green, green. Aurora green, pink pixie on the birds, and deep Freiberg red heads and tails, micro crystal flowers, muddy waters on the stem, and winterwood all around. Thank you so much for coming along on this. I'll try and make it as short as possible when I edit. See you next time. Bye.